Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning to the Federation of
Yes.
St. Kitts and Nevis. Good morning, Azard. Good morning, Jamster. Good morning, Jamdown. Good morning, Miss Henry. Good morning, Mr. McMahon. Good morning, Fidel. Good morning, everyone that listens to Island Tea in St. Kitts and Nevis and the diaspora. It's always our pleasure coming to you in the mornings, making your morning more merrier and a bit brighter. I hope we do
Yes.
that.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we are talking about a number of things this morning, and we are trusting and hoping that everyone is having a wonderful morning so far, and that your cups are filled with tea. And if you don't have your cups filled with tea, of course we have tea here in studio, and we will be able to, maybe pour you a bit of tea so you could join us here at WINNFM on Island Tea Morning Show. So we have a packed lineup this morning. We have an interview at 8:30. We then have a farm report at 9, and then a second interview where we will be speaking with Stefan Newton. He is a member of the DLP there in Barbados and has had some experience with the Haitians in doing work and stuff on behalf of his party. So we're going to have a very interesting discussion. We have so many topics at hand, and we're just going to touch some of the current topics right now. And so I see in Guyana is saying, well, based on the article from Look Caribbean, it is saying that the teachers' union says talks over salary increases collapse. So the Guyana Teachers Unions Tuesday said that negotiations over salary increases for its members with the Ministry of Education have collapsed after government refused to consider the 2019 to 2023 proposed multi-year agreement. It says talks have collapsed because as it is, there is no plan for a future meeting, said President Dr. Matt Light, adding for the first time that the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education attended negotiations and informing the parties that the government did not budget for salary increases for those years. But in a statement, the Ministry of Education claimed that the union representatives had abandoned the talks and walking out of the meeting.
Wow.
Yeah, so the meeting was chaired by the Permanent Secretary of Education, and who upheld the government's position that discussions surrounding salary increases should be from 2024 onwards. She explained that the increases for the prior years would have financial implications and that the 2024 budget does not have the fiscal space to accommodate the retroactive payment of salaries for teachers during the period of 2019 to 2023. Light said that the Ministry of Education has asked the Guyana Teachers Union to submit a multi-year proposal from 2024 going forward, and that the union would be seeking legal advice to return to court or to file a fresh case. So it seems like the negotiations have collapsed. The government, based on this article, is saying that, we can accommodate you being a salary increase retroactively from the periods 2019 to 2023. They're saying that, we could have discussions going on from 2024 onwards, but to retroactively pay you an increase during that 4-year period past they would not be able to. So we discussed it on a previous show where there was that the teachers want that no pay for participating. So we had articles where the teachers were warned that they would not receive any pay for participating in an illegal strike. And then they had an article about Guyana government maintains its stance regarding salary increases for teachers. And then they had another article that says Guyana's government union at odds over salary increases for teacher. And this is the most recent one since then. Guyana Teachers Union says talks over salary increases collapse. So we have seen the build up over time, and now it's reached a point of, it has collapsed.
I never understand how people mess with the educators and sometimes the healthcare providers of countries, because these two people are key. Because the teachers need to teach the students to become the providers, and the providers need to provide the care that we need in order for our society to thrive. So I never understand why we don't treat our teachers as important beings, giving them all the tools and the raises in between that they require, because these teachers do work very hard. Teachers' work is never done at school. The teachers go home, they're still marking papers, they're still putting in grades. I had aunts that are teachers in the BVI, and when I see how hard they continue to work, day in, day out, and then sometimes you hear, oh, we can't get a raise, we can't get this, we can't get that. And it's the cry all around the world. Now we hear Guyana saying the salary. How can you squash salary talks for teachers that are working so hard to educate the public and the future students?
In fairness, they say that they can't accommodate a retroactive increase over the period of 2019 to 2023. They're saying that if they're going to be negotiations, then the discussions can be done surrounding salary increases from 2024.
But they could have dealt with they could have, you see, and that's the thing. They allow it to compile, and now they're saying they can't deal with it. So are the teachers just supposed to be empathetic towards that? Whilst everybody's getting ahead, the teachers are suffering. So whose fault is that? We have to keep our feet on the ball. Treat the teachers with respect so that the teachers can treat our children or educate our children the way they should be educated, and just not decide they're going to strike, they're not going to come to school. That's a day lost for a child to learn something.
Well, it says last Thursday, the Ministry of Education in a statement said that some of the matters identified for discussion by the Guyana Teachers Union are the salary matters included in the multi-year proposal 2019 to 2023, the 2% difference in salary for 2017 and 2018, clothing allowance increase, and the Whitley Council being paid every 3 years. It had identified for discussion teacher punctuality, poor performing in schools, continuous professional education, and completion of syllabus. So the Guyana Teachers Union is seeking a 25% salary increase from 2019 and a 20% wage hike for each of the years from 2020 to 2023. The collective bargaining between the Guyana Teachers Union and the Ministry of Education is in keeping with the High Court order mitigation agreement that led to the end of a 29-day nationwide strike by teachers. So it was a 29-day nationwide strike by teachers. And so they are seeking 25% salary increase for 2019 and a 20% wage hike for each of the years from 2020 to 2023. Yes. So they are been having negotiations, and that has collapsed over time.
Oh, boy.
Yes. So another thing, if you take it back local, is the fact that we look at what is happening here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and there was an announcement by the National Housing Corporation, the NHC, and had announced a couple of days ago that there would be, I want to look for, there was something. The NHC, I think they have the house completion and I think they're doing a
Oh, one of the
walkthrough.
smart homes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just saw that.
you have the looking for the.
Hold on.
There was something
just
that
had
I
it right
sent.
here.
Yes.
Give me one second.
Yeah. So
It looks nice from the outside. I actually like what I'm seeing. So it says the first of climate smart model homes to be officially unveiled. And this article is by Yolanda Weeks of WINNFM, and it says the Federal Cabinet of St. Kitts and Nevis toured a climate smart model home in Connery on Monday, March 11, 2024, a few days ahead of its official unveiling on March 14. So that's tomorrow the house will be unveiled. So in an interview with the Government Information Service, Brian Singh, Executive Chairman of East Coast Housing Development, described the housing work as second to none. Wow. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I can't wait to see. So it's overseas along with local construction, because I see Ricky Prasad is involved as well. And it says another climate smart model home constructed in Taylor's Village, St. Kitts, is also on its completion phase. It says wind passed by the site on Monday, March 11, to notice that the work was being done to remove debris from the property. A single mother, Belinda Buchanan, will be gifted the model house in Taylor's Village as well as the contents inside. So congratulations to Belinda Buchanan, and I can't wait to see what these smart houses look like.
It also says that the East Coast Housing Development Limited is expected to build approximately 2,400 homes in St. Kitts, and the housing development is expected to cost about US $227 million. And it says each home will be equipped with a stove, refrigerator, and a rooftop water heater. And it says the executive chairman of the East Coast Housing Development said the aim is to raise the standard of home owners and the home provision in the Federation.
So
End
that's
of
a good
quote.
thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
So they indicated previously that they would be building, that's the government now, they said that they would be building 600 per year of these homes. So, I mean, they said so from last year. We see that based on this article that two model homes have been completed.
No, one is completed and one is almost done.
Almost done.
Yeah.
And it's 13th of March. So, I mean, they have said that they would have 600 per year. So we're going to see if that 600 per year happens, you know, and that would be, I mean, if it does happen, that would be good for the Federation.
Because
but
it's 2,400.
It's 2,400 that they say they're going to build within
so
the
that's
first
6 years at. Okay.
Well, based on what they said initially, the start of this 600 per year would have been last year.
Oh.
So if they had
The initial last year was a year. How long has last year was a year?
yeah,
last year was their first year and so they're a year and a half already.
Yeah,
almost?
this project was discussed since last year. This whole East Coast NHC matter in terms of the construction of the homes and everything was done since last year. In fact, around this time is when we began speaking about it. To date, there's one completed home and one that is model home and one that is to be completed. And so initially they said that they were going to build 2,400 homes by the end of I think their term in office, which would equate to 600 homes per year. And so we are in 1 year has passed since, and only 2 model homes, well, if we give them the full 2 have been, let's say, 1 completed, 1 close to completion. And so based on what they had indicated, what they said, it would be 600 per year. So we're going to see how that plays out. We're going to see how that plays out.
I see music festival. Everyone's sitting and waiting patiently to see who the artist is. I see there is going to be a launch pretty soon. So I guess the excitement is in the air. I don't know who's coming just yet, but people are waiting patiently, folks. I'm sure people are waiting to decide to order their outfits, so they gotta hurry up because it's almost March month 10. Yeah, you laugh. We don't want anybody not being able to have their outfits for the various nights that they're gonna attend, and then they need to know what suits what artists, and people need to put their budgets in order for their VIP experience. So yeah, everybody's anticipating the reveal of music festival.
And some persons have been criticizing to that the fact that there has been no reveal as yet. There's going to be the reveal on Friday, but music festival is slated for June.
Yeah.
And events like these, persons plan, and they plan based on who's coming.
That's
and stuff like that. And so persons were saying, some persons were saying that, the fact that this notice of the artists at this point in time, well, some persons wish that it had been announced sooner. So, you get more bites. But we'll watch and see how it plays out.
How soon is soon?
I mean, I think that they've had earlier reveals before. I mean, the music festival is June.
Okay.
We're in March.
Okay.
And
so you think
15th of March, I think, is when they're going to have the first reveal.
Okay.
And I mean, if we were to look at that, that gives roughly 3 months away from the St. Kitts Music Festival. And it gives, I mean, one has to look at the promotions now and then. And when people plan to come, unless you're coming every year for the event regardless, certain people would have plans in place already as to what they're looking for and who they're willing to come and see. Yeah.
I hope it's a good lineup. Maybe some Fantasia.
Yeah, so we look in anticipation at the lineup. We wait in anticipation, sorry.
So it just says when, it doesn't say where. So I guess we will have to wait because it says Friday the 15th of March 2024. Guess who's coming to St. Kitts?
Yeah, it's probably
artist reveal.
It's probably they usually do it online.
Oh, okay. Because
so
I know it
Mhm.
was normally done at the Royal St. Kitts. So
okay, yeah. But I guess they would stream it online. That's what I meant. So persons, I mean, usually those things unless you are part of the committee and stuff like that, the average person, I think, usually watch from their homes or online.
Yeah, because the diaspora is a way tuning in too, because they want to know who's coming so they can make their plans to come on down and enjoy the music festival with us here in St. Kitts.
Yes. So we have also, if you look at some of the, and of course we invite callers to call in. You could call in, you could discuss whatever matters have been touched already, your opinions on these things, and how you feel about what is happening. We welcome callers, we welcome your opinion as to matters that interest you and also matters current within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I'm also seeing an article here where there was a dinghy found with what do we call those things? The rubber rings? Oh boy. Not floaties. Oh boy. Why is the name eluding me this morning? But they found the raft with all these. No, not those. The round ones that you throw in the water to save folks. And the name is just not tubes, yeah. That is it right there, yeah. They have tubes. They have like the blue water canisters. A shoe was found in there. It washed up in the Keys Bay. So I wonder if it's a local person or if some other person's washed up there and they're somewhere in the island illegally. Yeah, it was on the WINNFM news page as well. So I'm wondering what is going on. Exactly why Keys again? And is it somebody local that just forgot to deal with it? It says rubber dinghy found abandoned in Keys Village. No, on land, exactly. with all these items in it. Yeah, it basically said, and it's by Yolanda Weeks, says, a rubber dinghy was found ashore at the bay in Keys Village, St. Kitts on March 9, 2024, and the Ministry of National Security is investigating the matter. Yeah, it says, the press release issued by the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force confirmed that there was no human presence on board at the time of the find, but a few personal items proved that the vessel was initially occupied. Yeah, it has the rubber tube, some of them deflated, some of them inflated. It has shoes on there, it has fishing line on there, it have a bit of clothing on there, it have the blue canisters that can hold water on there. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people listen, people take the treacherous trip for a better life.
Yes.
But we all need to do it on a legal front, because we don't want to be running around in someone's country illegally and facing deportation once we're caught.
Mm. So if you look at Antigua and Barbuda again, and it says here that Antigua, Louis endorsed by political colleagues to become the party's next leader. And it says, and this is from the Antigua Observer, it says that the St. John's Rural West MP, who won his seat in last year's general election, announced his intention to run for the top spot last month against current leader Jamal Pringle and leaders and party stalwart Pearl Quinn Williams. So Louis, a former senator, is being backed by the other 4 UPP MPs plus the party's caretakers for 5 other constituencies. In a letter sent to party members, they say that they believe that Louis is the most strategic choice due to his skills, qualifications, work ethics, and ability to resonate with the populace. They said that they have a duty to ensure the party is in the strongest possible position to take office after the next polls. And he says a separate letter to party members signed by caretakers Brown, Joseph, De Freitas, Bird, and Harriet echoed similar sentiments, adding that Louis's strong vision and widespread support among both public and business community meant he presented the strongest challenge to the current administration. Jamal Pringle, he was leader because of the resignation of the former leader after the Antigua and Barbuda general election. Former leader had lost his seat, not been able to win that seat. Jamal Pringle was there for a number of years and was successful in winning his seat. He assumed the position as leader, and now he is being contested. I think all of this will have been as sometime last year they had the election. So, I mean, a year and some after the election, the race for leadership is approaching, and Louis seemed, based on this article, to be a strong contender with strong support from members of the party. So that should be an interesting conclusion and as to what really comes out of that.
Yep, the votes will say it and determine it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know. Boy.
So things happening in Antigua and Barbuda really happening as it relates to that. We have 2 minutes before our next segment, and it's all about Get Safe Online.
Yeah.
Yes. So as you are online, he's going to give us some tips, Yeah, so we're going to take a short break, and then we'll get back to you, our first, interview segment for the day.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Odd, yes.
The Kim Collins Athletic Stadium and the Nevis Athletic Stadium will be energized by SKN's top athletes for the 2024 TVC Track and Field Inter-School Championship. Be a part of the historic multi-city event event when SKN Athletics bring you 4 days of track and field on Thursday, March 14th and Friday, March 15th at the Kim Collins Athletic Stadium, and Saturday, March 16th and Sunday, March 17th at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Saturday tickets are $30 preferred seating, $15 for adults on the ground, and $10 for children on the grounds. Sunday tickets are $40 preferred seating, $20 for adults on the ground, and $15 for children on the grounds. Tickets are available at City Drugstore Nevis and Digicel St. Kitts. It's energy, energy, energy for the 2024 TVC Track and Field Inter-School Championships. March 14th to March 17th at the Kim Collins Athletic Stadium and the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Sponsored by TDC, the Department of Sports St. Kitts, and the Department of Sports Nevis. Energy!
Do you want to know what's happening in sport? Tune in to On The Ball, a weekly tour show which is on Win FM 98.9 every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. with me, your host, Troy Biff Mills. We will keep you on the ball with our variety of guests and, of course, your calls, discussing the facts and the stats and sharing your opinions. Get on the ball and stay on the ball by tuning into On The Ball with Troy Biff Mills on Win FM 98.9 every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. and also on Facebook and YouTube. Be on the ball.
Well, it's our first segment for the day. It's 8:30. We've got Tony Neat on the phone, and this is the point where I introduce you to our co-hosts, Kortensia and Azard. Tony, what's up?
Yes.
Good morning. How are you all doing there? It's I hope you got a great weather. We're a bit cloudy in Wales in the UK, but always great to talk to St. Kitts.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. So for persons who don't know Tony Neat is the CEO of Get Safe Online, the leading source of unbiased, authoritative, and easy to understand information on protection against fraud, identity theft, viruses, and many other problems encountered online. After 30 years in law enforcement in the UK, Tony has led the Get Safe Online since 2006. He is passionate about online safety and educating the public to be safer, more secure, and confident when using the internet. Aimed at consumers and small businesses and jointly funded between the government and private sector, Get Safe Online is the government's default online security advice channel. It is a world-leading initiative and not-for-profit organization. Welcome, Mr. Neat. Welcome. Tony.
It's great to be with you guys.
So tell us about your initiative, Get Safe Online St. Kitts and Nevis.
Tony, you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
So
there's a very bad echo on the line.
we asked about your initiative. Tell us about your initiative here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Well, where did I...
We're hearing you fine here, Mr. Neat. You're very clear over here.
Yeah, there's a terrible echo on the line, and it's just coming back at me.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm awfully sorry.
So can you hear anything that we're saying?
Okay, we're just going to have it rectified, and then we're going to continue with the interview.
Hello, Mr. Neat?
Mr. Neat, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay.
And the echo was gone. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's great to be with St. Kitts. We've been in the Caribbean for since 2019. We've had a number of campaigns.
Yes. So you have a number of campaigns. Tell us about your campaigns here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Hello, Mr. Neat?
Mr. Neat? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, we're hearing you. The funny thing is we're hearing you perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about your campaign.
Okay, well, I keep getting interrupted by something or other. I do apologise. The problems of speaking from the UK, I imagine. But great to be with you, and great to be here with yet another campaign about respect online. Act with respect is a very important thing for Get Safe Online, and we want to pass some of that information through to your listeners.
Yes. So tell us about your campaign.
We see that you're in 12 Caribbean countries.
Yes.
So how has that been going thus far?
I don't think you can hear us from this mic.
Jams, do you want to try?
Can you hear us?
I don't think he probably could hear you, but he can't hear us.
But he's not even responding to Jams, so maybe he can't hear either of us.
Hello? Mr. Neat? Hello?
The connection.
I guess this is what distance does, because this
Oh,
is the
boy.
same. This is the same problem Rusty has from Taiwan.
Oh.
Mr. Neat, are you there?
So is it possible that he could just do a WhatsApp call and we have
No,
this?
but it probably would be the same thing, probably.
But we can't hear him now.
We
at
can't
all.
hear him now at all. I think perhaps a WhatsApp call will be better.
Hello?
Mr. Neat?
Okay, so I think we should take a short break.
Oh, it seems as though, wow.
And
The call's dropped.
we try to get a
Yes,
WhatsApp
yes, it
call
did.
with
Mhm.
Mr. Neat and continue the conversation. So let's take a short break. We apologize to the listeners.
No, just go ahead in the meantime. You all can continue.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Alrighty then. So
Okay, then let's.
delve back into what is happening in and around the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
So I see that Skelet powers Garden Hotspurs Football Club with a $25,000 sponsorship. So that's good for the Garden Hotspurs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Skelet giving back to the community. And the St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited, this article, of course, comes from WINNFM.com, is pleased to announce its title sponsorship of the new renamed Skelec. Oh, it's renamed. Okay. So it's the Skelec Garden Hotspurs Football Club, demonstrating its unwavering commitment to powering the community and fostering a spirit of unity. So kudos to the football club on being the recipient of a check for sponsorship for $25,000. I hope it goes a long way in getting you the uniforms, the equipment, and ensuring that your club is operated efficiently and effectively. So congratulations to that football team, and thank you, Skelet, for doing so.
Yes, it says that. Well, you're looking at some. So the American tourist found dead on Bahamas cruise, cocaine seized. So this is from Luke Caribbean, and it's saying an American tourist died on a cruise ship that was en route to the Bahamas. The Royal Bahamas Police Force said it received reports that a woman, a 27-year-old Florida resident, was found unresponsive in her cabin around 5:30 p.m. on Monday. And this is a quote from the police. A team of medical personnel from the ship assisted and performed CPR, but no vital signs of life were detected, and she was declared deceased. During initial investigation, officers confiscated a quantity of suspected cocaine from the cabin and arrested a 32-year-old American male from Florida, end of quote. And it says here, an autopsy will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death. Investigations are ongoing. Wow. So an American tourist has been found dead on a cruise ship en route to the Bahamas.
Don't everybody have to scream before they go on a cruise ship? How did cocaine manage to make its way on a cruise ship? Listen, what world do we live in? I can't.
The things
My
that
word.
happen. And, Lima to host 2027 Pan Am Games, second time in less than a decade. So that country was selected Tuesday to host the 2027 Pan American Games, the second time in less than a decade that Peru's capital will stage the biggest multi-sports event in the Americas. Caller, you're live on Island T. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kortensia.
Good morning,
Good morning,
Jamda.
Azard.
Good morning.
Azard,
How you
what you're
doing?
telling the poor people, we got problem here with teachers, just like in Guyana. It look like it's a
Huh?
poison. It look like rich people
Mm-hmm.
who we poor people put in power. Look like they plan to go at the people who educate in these nations, you know. And we ain't gonna tolerate it. We waiting patient for the teachers them to say they're hitting the road, and I will be with them. But anyway, I want to get this to them, you know. Hey, rich man, won't you please give up? Tell me where you get it. Hey, rich man, did you hear what Jamdang say? Tell me where you get it. The river of gold. It's flowing down to 4th Street. My brothers, you know, it's tongue and you tongue too. They are son of the same side. Tell me now, please, rich man, tell me where you get it. Kortensia,
Hi, Jamda.
too much problem on the road. We not doing a good job, you know.
Oh, boy.
We need to get people on the road and hear people's views.
Okay.
Because we ain't going to sit down with this free movement and just take it like we Douglas do us, you know. I see problem. As some shottings was telling me, this look real. My brothers, my sisters, I know it from Federal Maple and Federal Palm. I see it.
Oh, boy.
Up in Nick Shop in Newtown and down Orange Town. This is problem. And I hoping the green set of grass down there in Church Street better come to us in a town hall fashion because this is war. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I mean, Jamdong has expressed what a lot of persons have been expressing. I think that persons want more information. CARICOM has made some announcements in terms of the free movement of persons in member states that would take effect set for March 31st. So we have a caller. Caller, you're live on Island T. Go ahead.
Hey, Jamdam couldn't say it better than how he said it there. There's going to be a lot of problem here. And what sort of information are you think that they're going to be looking for? What information? They already make up their mind and know what they're going to do. Didn't you hear the ambassador, Sean, what he named there?
Larry Vaughan?
Larry Vaughan outlined and say, oh, grace period. What grace period? Is that going to take away the problem that we're going to face? Remember Bustamante had a big hug in the heart of Kingston, Jamaica, telling everybody with 9 pigs, said this is how these countries sucking us because things was good with them then. But now, our economy is a little bit getting up there, and they want to come back and suck from the pig now. The pig ain't going to best for them to suck on. Leave them there where they are. Let them have a thing between themselves, the big four, and we stay down here, this small 8. All you leave this thing alone, this free movement, it look as if, let me utter the words of Jam them. We going to got Jam down. We going to got some serious problem here. So let them continue. We elect these 9 guys in Parliament who said their government, 6 and 3 nominated members. They're going to decide for all of us. And with some hang-ons, call themselves ambassadors and what's that.
And
They're going to decide.
And something like this should have been brought to the people, consultation, get the views from the people, and then move forward. See what the people are saying.
Well, Jamster,
This isn't Jamster. This isn't Jamster. This is Azard. Yes, this is
Azard.
Yes,
Sorry, man.
no problem.
The views of the people is very clear, you know. You listen to all the programs.
Yes, I do from
And
time
you
to
listen over
time.
there in Nevis for the Premier say in
I
Nevis.
actually am looking for his art for.
Did you hear what the Premier say in Nevis when he talk about
I read this.
if you get 10,000 people come to Nevis and sing it, what difference it make?
Yeah, I read a statement where he mentioned that. In fact, I'm trying to look for the statement as we speak.
And
where he
don't fool
mentioned
yourself. Don't fool yourself. The Rastaman, Ras Eli, have said something there. The currency is real bad in Jamaica. The rate of the currency. And sooner or later, after they get us to join with them to free movement, they're going to tackle our currency. And sooner or later, the EC dollar would have no value because all of them going to want to use it.
Okay, so thank you so much, caller. We're going to try to get back our interview, Mr. Neat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Insurance Company Limited, where you get more coverage for less.
Caribbean tourism is dead in the water and wholly dependent on what's next in the United States, Europe, and Canada.
Global cases have now passed 13 million just 5 days after we hit the 12 million mark.
In Jamaica, residents of the parish of Hanover are in shock over the brutal slaying of 6 family members on Thursday night.
Chauvin had his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds in total.
It's too much. It's too...
The news does not always have to be about this. There's a lot of good news, good stories, good people, good ideas to talk about. So listen up on Thursdays to Only Good News with your host, Enoite Inanga, from 7 to 8 p.m. It's going to be only good news for 1 hour, where we will share good news from stories and people, locally, regionally, and all over the world. And there's more. You will get to hear from people telling their stories of success, breakthroughs, and perseverance as we feature a special guest each week. It's Only Good News, and it's happening this Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. right after the, regular news. Only Good News on WINNFM 98.9 and WINNFM.com.
Find a way to spend your time in positivity.
Okay, and we're going to be trying it again with Tony Neat. Tony, can you hear me? Tony.
I can hear.
Oh, good. You can hear me. Okay, but yeah. Okay, Tony, just continue.
Hello.
Hi, good day.
Yes.
Tony, you could hear us?
Yes, I think he was, but hi, Tony.
I can hear you.
Yes, go right ahead. Let's try.
Okay,
Let's
so
try again.
we're back with Mr.
Okay,
Neat.
I'm ready.
Yes. So, Mr. Neat, yes, you guys have your presence, Get Safe Online, has had a presence in 12 Caribbean countries. Tell us how the experience has been so far.
Hi, Tony.
Yes.
I don't think Tony can hear us over here. I think
Jams,
he
you
can
might
hear you
have
over
to do
there.
us a
Tony, can
Hello?
you hear me? Hello?
I can now, yes.
Yeah, you can hear me, but you're not hearing.
I don't think he can hear us.
Okay. And are you hearing the co-hosts? Hello?
I'm hearing you. You're the only person I've heard from. Are we live on air?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so that's what we were
Great.
saying.
Ask your questions. How can I help?
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your your online respect campaign.
Well, it's great to be back with some kids and talking to the great people of the island. We're doing a campaign around act with respect. Now, respect is really important.
Go ahead. Okay, well, it looks like Mr. Neat has been kicked off again. We seem to be having some connectivity issues with the UK. No matter what we do, we've tried everything. We tried WhatsApp, we've tried Google Meet. Nothing seems to work. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, so
let's
just continue in the meantime.
We had callers talk about the CSME and the free movements of individuals, and I happen to have there was the Honorable Matt Brantley, and in relation to that, there's an article by WINNFM that says Brantley is hoping that CARICOM heads pay attention to the limitation of scale and size of small islands in the free movement discussions. And he says free movement of CARICOM nationals has been a major discussion point in St. Kitts and Nevis. Individuals have expressed divergent views and are anxiously awaiting Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew's position on the free movement discussion. So this article was published on 7th March. And it says, on the sister isle of Nevis, Premier Matt Brantley engaged a caller on his weekly On the Map program in discussion on the free movement matter. The caller supports CARICOM's free movement consideration. Okay, we have a caller. We have a caller. Mm-hmm.
No, we lost that call. Caller, you can call back.
We have the call.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Yes.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fit in until you get back on the interview.
That's okay.
Just let me know when. Let me know. Give me the.
No
light,
problem.
let me know when,
No problem. No problem. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, so Azard. I'm kind of like and your team a little bit with that free movement with your comments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some time ago, right? Okay, first of all, I'm from Nevis, right?
Yes.
And I know Nevis is underpopulated. I don't know about St. Kitts. I don't want to talk too much about St. Kitts at this time, but St. Kitts got what? Nevis, got what? 13,000 people.
Yeah, roughly.
We know that's a. We
10
know
to
Nevis
13.
is definitely under. Yeah, we know Nevis is definitely underpopulated. So in my mind, people is the number one resources of a country, right? We know that. And if Nevis side were to build up and import some people, right? I was trying to target the Haitians because we see the Haitians, they're going through their situations down there. We got to build out the infrastructure much more rapidly than we're doing. We got to build out the infrastructure, right? When I mentioned about bringing in the Haitians and metering the Haitians them in legally, whether we're going to have a lottery or what, we meter in certain amount and we put a cap on it. That will be our contribution from a CARICOM standpoint to accommodate the Haitians and them. And in the same time, And in the same time, we will have a chance to build up the population in Nevis. And once we build that population, the economic is going to pick up. The economy is going to pick up. Nevis will get a boost.
So this is what
You know what I'm saying?
what's your views? Have you heard the Premier speak on it? Have you heard the
Yeah. I agree. He has a similar view of what I put forward before. You know, what happened now, this is more general CARICOM, but I had a microcosm of the Haitians. And that's what I thought, that we should have met in some of the Haitians and put a cap on it. Okay, CARICOM is now coming up with this stuff, and it's kind of like the same thing what I was saying.
But okay,
believe it or not.
how many?
But
you say Haitians. So how many? Do you have a figure as to how many you are proposing that should be welcome?
Yes, it will be like a trial minimal amount. You know what I mean?
And what would
Maybe
that
we
be?
Can start. We can start at 1,000, 2,000, and don't go too much further up that you cannot handle at a time. You meter them in. As the infrastructure is being built out.
But you don't think if you just invite 1,000 persons on a island with a population of 10 to 13,000, 1,000 or 2,000, you don't think at once, you don't think that would make a significant difference?
What are you trying to say? It's going to put a strain on the economy?
So that type of question you got to pose to the person who is in government that has that ministry.
Okay.
You know,
the premier said, and this is from the article. It says, So we have another caller, and we note your suggestion. We're going to see if we could bring in the other caller. Okay, the other caller, hang on. Okay, so the premier said, that, I want to use the article, because they said, here it says, I do think that it is an excellent move by CARICOM to open up opportunities for people to move freely throughout the Caribbean region, whereby people can move from one island to the next and look for opportunities where they are. Okay, we have a caller.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Is it a coincidence that these Haitians always ending up at Keys Bay? Is there somebody, the Haitians, them are alerting these individuals where to go?
Or somebody's telling them where to land, you mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
it's something fishy.
Yeah.
Why in that area?
Yeah, it's always that area for, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would like to know, when the police officers find out on the dinghy, that's how the dinghy, I'm not sure, well, they had a search dog. They must have picked up some footprints.
Yeah.
Because we see articles of clothing left behind.
It's a dog, and let the dog sniff out these things.
Yeah.
Let the dog sniff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't against people coming here, but I mean, like, come on, something.
Yeah.
And earlier, I moved on the phone earlier. Did you mention something about music festival?
Yeah, the music festival, the artist being released this Friday, March 15th.
Okay, well, did we have an update on the last year music festival? How much money and so on, if they make any, and what they in this area?
I can't recall from me hearing about that.
I recall either, that's why I asked a question.
Yeah.
And also carnival. They had a carnival closing?
I know they had award. I think they had awards. If
For the prize giving.
That's a good question. I don't want.
But I need asking all kind of question because I don't think I'll get back in again.
Yes.
And to my lovely air hostess, morning, bye-bye, see you all.
Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, so we have 2 minutes until the break. And, we have, as I was saying, in terms of, we have another call.
Okay, caller, go ahead. Good morning, you're live on Island T.
Good morning, Azard.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Kortensia.
Good morning.
Jamster. Good morning to Island T.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. I'm here just listening.
Awesome.
Now, you know what I'm here thinking?
Go ahead. Tell us.
Suppose some of those farmer leaders who was there alive still, like Ellen Barrow, Michael Manley, and all those leaders was alive. To see that although that we have no sugar industry now, just tourism and maybe agriculture and construction. That is what we got to depend on right now. I would like them to see around that how our small island down here prospering without no backside, no oil, nothing, and everything. You understand? Because when they try to ignore us with the federation thing, all that come to my mind.
Yeah.
And I just hope that the Prime Minister and his cabinet, they sit down and they work out this thing good. Because let me tell you something, we ain't on a sugar cane now. You know that we used to bring the Guyanese them here to cut sugar cane. We used to bring the Vincentian them to come cut sugar cane. I think some of the Santa Domingan them come some here to come cut sugar cane. We ain't none of that now. We ain't on a job after like that now. And I believe that our Prime Minister should come out and blatantly say what he got to say about this free movement business. Because I don't think it's going to work out good for us. Especially our construction workers, our hotel workers. Because we ain't got sufficient hotel here. We just got the hotel here. We got one major hotel in Nevis, Four Seasons. And we got to analyze these things good, you know. We cannot afford to people fuck the country. And then when you look now, we who national who born here cannot get a job because some bassman, because they come from a different country, they underpay them, they pay them by the minimum wage and everything because they want to work. They can work for anything. So I just want the Prime Minister to work out in the cabinet to work out where he gonna do. Seriously. All right then.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for your contribution.
Yes. Okay, we have another caller. Caller, be brief. We're almost on break.
Okay, Azard, real quickly, man. So we're only going to bring in as much as we could handle at a time. That's what I mentioned about metering. And you know, the prime. I was very much concerned also with race relations, and the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, their man is being, and our leaders are being reactive. And this is yet another issue that they should be more proactive, like you mentioned earlier. But now, as I mentioned about the Haitians didn't get that chance to come in, now CARICOM is going to probably, what the concern is now St. and Nevis will be overran. Just like how the people who's talking and discriminating against the Haitians don't want the Haitians to come in, now other members of CARICOM state are going to come in.
Okay,
so what is the use, man? You get what I'm saying?
Well, I hear you. I wish we could continue the conversation. We have to go on break, and I invite you to call back because interesting discussion. We're going to take a short break. We're going to get back to you.
Found the sound 98.9 FM.
Life is unpredictable. When a serious illness strikes, such as cancer, heart attack, or stroke, the Family Critical Illness Plan from Kuna Caribbean Insurance can provide an extra layer of financial protection for you and your family against out-of-pocket expenses. Select a plan that fits your needs and get up to $90,000 in coverage. No medical examination is required. Contact your credit union or one of their approved family indemnity plan providers to enroll today. To learn more, call 466-9453 or visit their website at kunacaribbean.com. Kuna Caribbean Insurance for all people.
Portsmouth's Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less and save more. How, you ask? Essential Everyday and Equiline. Spend less on our Essential Everyday products and get the best quality, the best taste, and the best value. Spend less for all your family health and beauty needs with the Equiline brand of over-the-counter products. Portsmouth's Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less. With our Essential Everyday products and Equiline over-the-counter health and beauty care products. Shop smart and spend less at Value Mart, where price matters most.
We have a caller. We're back. Caller, you're live on Yeah.
I'm a bit perturbed and concerned. Okay, caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing today?
Azard, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
And your lady, good morning.
Good morning.
We doesn't have a true picture of the population of St. Kitts and Nevis. Because when we are doing census, people are afraid to answer the numerators. In Nevis, they have 13,800 people that register with the numerators. But in Nevis, you also have quite a few people from the different islands, and you have a few Haitians well living in Nevis. You have Jamaicans, you have Guyanese, and these people are not registered with the numerators. They're hidden. They hide from the numerators. So you don't get a good picture of the population in Nevis. And the same thing here in St. Kitts. You ain't get a good population picture. The guy there from Nevis who live in the States, I quite agree with him. We need some more people in Nevis, yes, but we need to put a cap on it. And you can't say 2,000 people from Haiti alone. You have to say 2,000 overall, because you're going to get from the different islands in the Caribbean. We already have quite a few Haitians in St. Kitts Nevis. Jamaicans, Guyanese, Dominicans. You can't call them Spanish. They're not Spanish. They're Dominicans. So,
Yes.
freedom of movement is a problem for us.
So, and indeed, when we look at our small size and catering for our people, I mean, I'm not against free movement, but we have to consider the impact of such a change in this short space of time.
Azard, why we don't stick to the skilled workers deal that we have? Once you got the skill and we need it, you're entitled to come. We have that in place already.
Yeah.
Why change it now and give it a free for all?
That's why Antigua made the position that they made. The Antigua is saying, we are not, and Antigua is saying, we are not against free movement. And in fact, he indicated that his party, the Prime Minister indicated that his party has been for free movement, but they must carve out what is needed in Antigua first before they could agree to anything otherwise.
Of course, we can't go free for all. What are you going to do? Tell Rams when 300 Jamaicans come at one time, you tell Rams, oh, they can't pay them $350 when the minimum wage is $5. Them guys come take $350 because that's big money back in Jamaica.
And the thing about it, persons here in St. Kitts and Nevis are being let off with them. You might not hear of it as often, but persons are being let off. Persons have lost jobs.
They're let off to hire the guys
being laid off,
outside
yes.
Because they take less. And it's more in the country when they send it back.
Yeah, so
as what Eli said before, he had $100 in Jamaica and he had to get a wheelbarrow.
So
that's cannot be a true story.
So
that's a joke.
I mean, the reality is that here, even in home, locals are being laid off. So I mean,
they've been laying off our people.
Yeah, so
and taking the people from outside. So we got to
good morning.
We have our next segment.
No, since the gentleman is there, this is farm report. So I will tell you that I see it differently because as a farmer, I will see more people to sell food to. Right?
Yeah.
And people got to eat, and I actually might get an improvement with the labor situation that we have, because you know it as much as well as I know it that you ain't see no Jamaican and step, you ain't gonna see the Spanish and step.
Yeah.
So you know, No, not because they're illegal. They find work. They find work wherever it is. While our people laid back and just depend on the social services.
But we must look.
So it's a positive for the farming community, you know.
So
you mean, Troy, that more people are going to come in and want to work in farming? Okay, if people were to come in the free movement, Troy, I notice we're just going at the Jamaican straight. And maybe you'll hear the Guyanese in there a little bit, and then you'll hear the Santo Domingans in there a little bit. But if you were to choose a race, we're not we're not going to say we're being biased, but if you were to choose a race
You
to
mean
help you with
nationality?
agriculture,
Or
well,
race?
nationality, yeah,
Okay.
I said the wrong thing. Nationality. Which one would you choose, Troy?
I don't want to get myself in trouble.
No, we don't want you to get, and this is why I don't want to get myself in trouble either. But
I will let the guy needs to continue to purchase from the farmers.
Okay.
So,
but who can help with agriculture in a sense? I would love to help the Haitians, but I do not want the bad ones to hide amongst the good ones, come pretending that they are good, and then we have a problem over here.
In everything there's good and bad, right?
Yeah.
But there'll be a situation that who you think might be good might not be best,
Yeah.
But
and
we might try to avoid the bad ones. But
we can't because they can pretend to be good ones and come.
As the saying say, the stone that the builder refused.
And
Become the
as we
head
say to
cornerstone.
that, we have to always carefully plan. We have to plan.
Yeah.
If you
Yes, I agree with
fail
that.
to plan,
I agree with that.
You are planning to fail.
I agree with that. But you see, I just show you one positive. If we have additional 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 persons, that's more people the farmers have to feed.
And we get we get that.
I like your marketing pitch, Troy.
We get that point.
I like your
Troy.
marketing
but
pitch.
Then you also have to look on the social services as well, and whether or not the
This is farm report, If you don't want the social service, then they come in and give a report.
But yeah, this discussion, of course, we talk about freedom of movement, and it comes in all forms. It has its benefits, it has its disadvantages, but at the end of the day, my position is that whatever decision is being made should be thought out, should be strategic, should be well planned.
Everything you do should be well planned.
Alrighty, so as we get into farm report, we're gonna give that topic a little break, and we have Troy in the building now. So let's talk about what's happening.
Good morning.
Good morning, Troy.
Another Wednesday, another farm report.
Yep.
I'm so happy to be in the studio this morning. I just want to send shout out to all our listeners. They're getting more and more every week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just shout out all the listeners. Let's start. The consortium and the ministry, we had a meeting last evening.
Okay.
The detail of that meeting I wouldn't get into, but I
Okay.
just would like to say a big thank you to Ras Eli, right, for the face-to-face that he tried to organize,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Mr. McMahon, I would like to say much thanks to him to give his time to sit into the meeting. Mr. Curtis Martin, sending shout outs to them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, well, get that out the way. The consortium supposed to have a meeting on Thursday for the membership. So I'm inviting all consortium members to that meeting on Thursday in Parsons Community Center. I think it's 7 o'clock is the time. Okay. And anybody who is interested in joining the consortium, they could come at the meeting and sign up and join the consortium.
The last time Esmond was here, he spoke about a meeting that you were supposed to have, I think, was in the Mansion playing field. How was that meeting, and did you have any new attendees?
Well, that meeting is more of a leadership meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have, we as a leader at the consortium, we meet almost every week.
Okay, so it was just for the leaders.
Leadership.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this meeting that you're gonna have, anyone can come, including the members of the consortium.
Yes, it's for is for the membership, general membership, the consortium. But we also invite other farmers who are not a member of the consortium to come to the meeting, and they could sign up.
Okay.
And be a part of the consortium. And you don't have to be a farmer to be a part of the consortium,
So how can the average person benefit being part of the consortium? Since you maybe have piqued someone's interest by saying that, how can they benefit? What are the benefits of being part of it?
There are people who are already not farmers who are part of the consortium. It's because they share in the same vision that we have. They want to see agricultural sector grow.
Okay.
And that's the main thing that the consortium is trying to do, is to develop the sector.
Okay.
And so that brings me to the point that the consortium itself is working on it itself. we're trying to try to regularize a status of changing the status that we are right now. Instead of community organization, we're trying to get into become maybe a LLC or something. That way we could do more for our members. Because we have big things planned for our members, you know. You soon see people lining up to be a part of the consortium.
Ooh.
Because we realize that come a point that we got to do something for ourselves.
Yes.
So we in that process to try and do things for ourselves.
Okay.
By doing that, we should be able to reach out to regional and international organization and able to bring back something to whether it's technical, material, or something back to our membership.
Okay.
Because the main aim is to build our members. We don't speak for all farmers, right? But what we are doing will benefit all farmers.
Everybody, okay.
Yes, but we don't. We speak for our members, and our first thing is our members, right? First and foremost is our members. This is them who we answer to.
Okay.
The membership. But I know other people will benefit from what we are doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we okay, man. We're doing pretty okay.
I'm happy to hear that today. I'm really happy to hear that today.
Yeah, because it come up on, it come up on.
So, yeah, if we have a caller, you're live on Island T. Caller,
you're live on the Farm Report.
Chai, this is Jam down here. Yesterday I met Banky. He was to the meeting too?
Yes, Banky was to the meeting.
That's the only how we could get something going for 2020. We got to bring the man right in the middle and get this thing going. Now, Chai, we just don't want meeting behind closed door, you know. And thanks to Rafael, my brethren. Because we're going to sit down and understand that food and farmers is so much important to us and play game with it. Me and Rafael, just like the nastiness around town, we don't clean it up. What I'm trying to get to you, Troy, you feel like you come on the concert, come on the radio station and pushing the consortium. We want all of you and add some more farmers in a round table fashion. And then we talk agriculture. Because it will get ready, you know. It will get red, Troy. And you see where the jokey piece of green grass them doing? They're listening. They better come and talk to people in the town all fashion, you know, because me see war. Have a good day.
We don't want any war. We want peace. And what we want to do is to be able to feed our nation. That's our aim, you know. And everything we could grow here, but what we could grow here, we want to grow it and grow it consistently, so that every time you go to the supermarket, you could pick up something that is locally grown. You know, that's all we want, and we want to see the status of the farmers improve. You know, when we do that, you start to feel it in your pocket.
Troy's talking all about the ka-ching today.
Well, it's all about that, you know, because I
the eventual goal, because you can't just farm things to leave them there.
If I had one, because I love growing things, and I ain't looking forward for no money down the road, I will do a backyard garden and pass the rest of the fence to the neighbors.
Yes.
But I will take up a couple acres of land because I believe that I could feed my family from those lands. Right? And that's what I want to say to the farmers. It's a bit rough, but we're going to stick to it. We're going to stay grinding until we get it ironed out. You know, the consortium ain't going nowhere no time soon, you know. The consortium, when my time has passed, the consortium still will be around. And I think that is what most people are afraid of. Not most people, some people. Let me retract that. Some people are afraid of the togetherness. But we're going to stay together because it's in our best interest
It is.
to stay together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The interests of you and your people.
So as Jamster speak about things, we have a meeting, Jamster, not Jamster, Jamdong. We have a meeting and his family we're going to be talking about, right? So you could come down and be a fly on the wall and bring back the message that we preach.
So Jam Down, you're invited to the meeting. Come on down.
We good. We planting program still going on. We still planting. You go to this Azard cook, I don't know. But if you go to this supermarket, you see the peppers, the local peppers.
Ooh, they're looking grand.
Right.
Excellent. Listen.
We're still doing it.
Them peppers looking like giant peppers, boy.
Yeah,
Them seasoned peppers huge.
We're still doing it. We're still doing it.
Yes,
In spite of all the little hurdles and so we go jump over. We're still going at it because we believe in what we are doing.
Okay.
Yeah. We got view farmers as national heroes, you know.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
They have
They
been
feed
doing
us.
the job of, ensuring that food is there and the food that we need to, grow strong and healthy. Yes.
We had some rain on the weekend, and I know it affects some of the farmers. Maybe not in Basel you get the rain.
So we have a caller. Caller, you're live on Island T.
Yeah, I wanted to ask the guy from the consortium direct question. The other day there was I think the PS and someone else was on the Freedom. They was talking about agriculture. They said that they hired somebody in particular to help with the farming situation there. This initiative. I want to know if this guy from the consortium knows of that knowledge. If somebody was hired from the Nevis end to come over to St. Kitts to work with them at all. If you have any knowledge to that effect. If you want to disclose, if you know anything like that.
Well,
thanks, man.
I'll be honest with you. I saw two gentlemen from Nevis. Nevis.
Yeah, I'm here still. You could hello?
Yeah, I saw two gentlemen from Nevis around, so I don't know if they are members of staff, but now you're telling me. I assume that's where they are around. They are members of staff.
We're at the agriculture department?
Well, they was seated in the meeting that we were.
Oh, okay, no problem.
That they are members of staff. Could be wrong. Now he said that. Maybe you put one and one together. You get.
Try Eleanor Douglas says hi. She's watching from the USVI.
Yeah, that's my aunt.
Oh,
and she don't miss
proud auntie.
Yeah, she don't miss the show, you know.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in, Eleanor.
Thank you. I think my mother listening too, so that's why I can't come here and tell no lie.
She's going to whoop you when you get home.
Yeah, she will say, try, always better than that, so you don't come with that. Yeah,
okay.
Yes. We have a caller. Caller, you're live on Farm Report.
Callers don't give up. Please call back.
Yes.
Troy's here. You have the questions. He may just have the answers.
Well, since then, they are going to continue to talk because maybe when I talk, I get things done when I want it done. You understand?
And that's what we have to do. Keep pushing. Because if we don't,
we're going to keep doing that.
Yes, indeed.
As far as I see, Azard, I see, if you look around on social media, you see some photos circulating with the 25 by 25.
Yeah, I see since the minister has even a communication group and he is posting and indicating, via social media, what has been happening in agriculture and his other ministries.
Yeah. And the posting, that means that something actually happening, something going on.
Yes.
And I'm glad to see that something really going on, right? Mm-hmm. And I want to see the end result. Yeah. And I hope it is in the positive for the farming community.
Yes.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Farm Report.
Farm Report.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning.
Troy, I would have shared an article with Jamster. I think he said he shared it with you regarding the issues that farmers in the European Union are experiencing. Basically, they have taken a much more radical approach to addressing it than you guys have. But I'm quite interested to know what the consortium stance and is on that, and how you guys are basically taking the approach to address similar matters. I mean, yes, you're coming on radio and you're bringing attention and awareness to a lot of the plights, etc. But take, for example, the whole issue that they spoke about in terms of buying cheap food from abroad and all that sort of thing. Where are you guys in comparison to that? And I mean, how are you?
Carla, you believe I sit in here, they feel
in
that this
terms of not reaching to that extent?
I sit in here, to some people, this is radical.
Yes.
You with me? Carlo?
Hello?
You with me? I was saying
yes,
that
I'm hearing you.
Just by sitting here in the studio, some people consider this as radical. You hear?
Well, you know, everybody has an opinion, but I think, you know, we are given platforms and opportunities to speak our truths.
Yeah, but...
And I don't see anything wrong with that. People will not agree with it, but there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, that is the whole idea of freedom of speech. Yeah. So, you know, we have to be open to difference of opinions, but again, we're given platforms for a particular reason, and I am sure that a lot of traction has been made since you're coming on the radio, etc., etc.
Yep. And you know the civil unrest, and so we don't want to go down that road. We're trying hard not to. I mean, we was this close from being going down Church Street, Port Zante, or somewhere about there. You know, we was this close from doing that, and we tends to hold back and try to work out. And we were in a meeting. We sit in a meeting up to last night. You know, and we have another meeting scheduled for the 26th of this month. So we keep trying to use diplomacy to get things done. If that failed, you know what next after that thing failed. It's not in our culture either to actually behave in that kind of manner. But if it takes that for us, for our voice to be taken seriously, because they're hearing our voice, but then if they choose not to take us seriously, then we have to go down the road. And we are not ruling out anything.
Let me ask you a question though. In comparison to the situation that article would have highlighted in Europe, how do you think we are here in terms of addressing it in comparison to that?
Well, the subsidy part of that is that we keep asking for the duty-free concession to at least match what they are giving to the hotel industry and so. And so far, it's just stuck. We're talking and they're talking and they think. So it's been over a year now. So, government don't work slow. So we are willing to give them a little more time. But ain't much time we're willing to give them, because we intend to do what we got to do as a consortium for better the life of our members, right? And if they slow walking, we'll try and speed it up. We can give them a little more time, but we will speed it up when we see we in the almost the end of the first quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
So we're gonna give them by let's say by a little bit more, not too long from now, and we ain't see nothing happening. Then we're gonna up a little and up the wet rate a little, just a little, turn it up a little. Turn up your temperature, just a little.
You mentioned government moving slow, though, Troy. Is it because there's a lack of resources, or is it because they're carefully planning their moves? Alrighty. Okay, caller, you're live on Farm Report on Island T. Good morning.
Well, I don't know what move they're planning.
Try your mess, you know.
I
You
don't really
literally.
know what move because certain things are no-brainers. And if you're planning your move and you're doing it behind our back, that means that you're planning to stab us.
Okay.
So I won't believe it's the other one.
Alrighty. Caller, good morning. You're live on the Farm Report.
Hello, good morning, and peace to you all and the whole nation. I
Same
just
to
want
you.
to say congratulations to the consortium because, you know, they are going down a track that is opening the eyes of persons who want to get into farming and let persons of farming in any other country is a big business. And a house wasn't built in one day. A business wasn't built in one day. So I just want to encourage Mr. Flanders and his team and all farmers. Remember, it is your livelihood and it is your business. So just continue going. And one day you will see the fruits that you were looking for. So continue and God bless you all. God bless thanks in it.
Yeah, as a caller rightly point out, agriculture is big business. So that's what I was saying, that we want to see the difference in the packet of our members. Because we know that farmers could make a decent livelihood from the soil.
Yeah. So we wind down, try it. We have another caller. We have one more caller. Go ahead for the segment.
Greetings, IT.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Morning.
From where I want you all aware.
Good stuff.
Sending the greetings to your guest in studio.
Yes.
Blessed love.
Greeting, Elder.
Okay, like the caller before me, we want to say, yeah, farming is it, you know. You know, the Majesty said, the Imperial Majesty said, agriculture is a sacred task. And it is so indeed, you know. I mean, without it, imagine Earth. Imagine Earth. I want Earth inhabitants to imagine Earth running without agriculture. Imagine that. Yeah.
Yes.
So, big pardon? You were
I
going
was
to say something?
yeah, I was just saying we have another segment, so if you could be brief.
Yes, in terms of time.
Yes.
Okay. Quickly, we want to say concerning our meeting yesterday, West Banky and the other brethren, Danny, came across some news as mediators, you know. And we had other mediators. We had Mr. McMahon, we had Mr. Morris, and others. We had others there, and that was just their position in the meeting, you know. We just wanted to share that. They was not there on any other level of being advisors or whatever. They were just there as mediators because we certainly need the healing in the agricultural sector and going forward as a one for all and an all for one. And as we said, working in that manner, we will have no failure. Best wishes to all farmers and the Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you for your contribution.
And you know, when I leave here, I will be joining up the department, and I will be signing the MOU for the 25 by 25.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so we look forward to hear about that.
Memorandum of Understanding. I want to know.
Yes. I will, and members of the consortium, some already signed and some will be signing.
Nice.
Because we have to make it happen, eh?
Yes.
And we can't sit on the sideline and criticize and ain't do nothing to try to push it.
Yes.
So we're going to push it. We're going to do our best to make sure that, first and foremost, we want to make sure that our members able to benefit financially from the 25 by 25. Because if we're going to get the ears of the supermarkets, and we actually don't get the access into the supermarket, it make life much easier for our members.
Okay.
So that's why I encourage people to take part in it, because we are the one, the ministers and the permanent secretary and them. I don't think, I mean, I don't know, because I mean they just say they're farmers. I don't know if they are practicing right now, but I know they were farmers before they had the position. I don't know if they're practicing the skill right now.
Okay.
But if they're practicing the skill right now, I will consider that as a conflict of interest. But
yes,
that will be another topic.
Yes, that will be for another time. We have to wind now.
Indeed.
Yes. So,
Thank you, Troy.
Thank you, Troy. We'll take a short break and then we'll get back to you. We have Stefan Newton, who is a special envoy from the president of the DLP there in Barbados. And so we're going to get back and we're going to have a discussion based on what is happening in Haiti with him.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Fruta, taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day. Whoa, Fruta, drink the real Fruta, your favorite Fruta, the natural taste is Fruta. Fruta.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Are you looking for a new dining experience to whet your appetite? Explore the flavors of the world at Pangea Multi-Cuisine Kitchen and Lounge. Our menu features Latin, Chinese, Mexican, and Indian cuisine with a local twist. The cozy and elegant ambiance provides the perfect backdrop for an unforgettable dining experience. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a business lunch, our restaurant is the perfect place to discover new tastes and enjoy a delicious meal. Book your table at Pangea Multi-Cuisine Kitchen and Lounge today by calling us at 465-9100 or visit our website at ktcsvdm.com and our Facebook page at Pangea by KTCS Limited. We are located in the heart of Port Sante Bastille St. Kitts. Come and explore the flavors of the world.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy. Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. When I lime it at the beach on the town, Shirley biscuits always feel like home. Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
And we are back. We're back on Island T, and this is our final segment. And we have Mr. Newton. Mr. Newton is a special envoy from the Office of the President of the DLP, which is the party, a political party in Barbados, currently in opposition. Mr. Newton, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes. So tell us more about your position that you hold in Barbados as it relates to the special envoy in the office of the president of the DLP. Tell us more about your party, a little about your party and the position.
Good morning. My party is the Democratic Labour Party, and we are currently in opposition in Barbados. We have one seat in Parliament, with the opposition leader being Mr. Ralph Thorne, and he's our political leader. And we also have our party president, Dr. Ronnie Yearwood, who was up until last month the president, who continues to be president of the Democratic Labour Party, but we now have a dual power sharing arrangement because someone has crossed the floor in Parliament and now has joined the Democratic Labour Party. So the Democratic Labour Party has been returned to the Parliament of Barbados.
Yes, I read about that. Interesting indeed. Tell us now about your position that you hold.
I am the special envoy in the president of the Democratic Labour Party's office. I am responsible for the Democratic Labour Party's international outreach and regional outreach, particularly its engagement with other political parties across the region.
Okay, and tell us, a number of things have been happening as it relates to Haiti. There is what is described as a low-scale civil war happening in Haiti. We talked yesterday about the announcement of resignation of the Prime Minister of Haiti, his inability to even land in his country, being in Puerto Rico for some time. Persons have been putting pressure on him. The gang leader, Barbecue, is saying that if he comes, it's going to be worse. And what is your view on what is really happening in Haiti? And yes, your experience as well.
Okay, to give a bit of a background, the immediate trigger of this situation started with the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in 2021 and led to an escalation of gang violence across Haiti, with gangs seeing the vacuum that occurred with the assassination of President Moïse, taking control of Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and then other sections of Haiti. It's in January 2023, the government of Haiti failed to hold elections, citing unprecedented levels of gang violence. And that officially stripped Haiti of its last democratically elected officials. Since that time, a coalition of gangs, you could see 9 gangs, with its leader Jimmy Cherizier, also known as Barbecue, has managed to basically seize control of the entire country and act as de facto leaders. In 2023, finally, after months of urging, the Security Council authorized a multinational security support mission to be led by Kenya to intervene in Haiti with 1,000 policemen to restore law and order. Unfortunately, this exercise was delayed because of a constitutional motion brought in Kenya that delayed the deployment of troops. In February, Prime Minister Ariel Henry left Haiti and went to Kenya to press for the deployment of troops and for the full setup of the operations. Unfortunately, on his return, a gang seized control of the airport and prevented Prime Minister Ariel Henry from landing. At this stage, Prime Minister Ariel Henry has resigned from office, and the CARICOM and the U.S. have met most recently in Jamaica to urge for setting up of a transitional government. Now, this situation is most unfortunate. Most persons are saying Haiti, long characterized by political instability, is now moving into category of failed state territory, and it's going to be a massive situation, a massive effort to restore law and order and to provide a functioning democracy in Haiti. So right now, things are at a breaking point and a critical point for the people of Haiti.
Yes, indeed. And what is your view on the matter, and has there been engagement from your party or yourself in relation to what is happening even now or even in the past?
Okay, from the Democratic Labour Party's end, when we were last in office, dealing with Haiti, our Prime Minister Frondell Stewart and Foreign Minister Maxime McLean would made a number of statements encouraging the full integration of Haiti into CARICOM. Although CARICOM, Haiti is a full member state of CARICOM, we know there are lots of discrimination that surround the status of Haitians in moving through other CARICOM member states. And to this immediate situation, myself, along with President Dr. Ronnie Yearwood, last year in November, we spoke at a webinar held by White & Case, a multinational law firm, its pro bono division, examining the humanitarian crisis, particularly from the perspectives of gang violence against women and girls. We spoke with, alongside, featured on that panel were 2 NGOs led by Ms. Pascale Solanges, a Haitian feminist activist, And also speaking on the panel was Mr. Christopher Dupuy, the permanent representative of the Organization of American States in Haiti. My view on the situation is that the situation basically was left to fester for too long. There was too many stalls in properly deploying the mission. It even took a long time for the Security Council to pass the resolution. For the first time, we have an African state involved in a peace and security mission in the Americas. And that's for a number of reasons, mostly because of the checkered past Haiti has had with permanent members of the Security Council and large imperial powers. The Haitian persons are very hesitant to see another intervention in their country led by such persons. So it has that political edge to it as well. Basically, the Multinational Security Support Mission authorizes 1,000 police officers. Haiti is a population of 11 million persons, and the police force has been continuing to dwindle. In fact, the leader of the gang, Jimmy Cherez Barbecue, is actually a former police officer. I think he was a commissioner at one stage. So the response is inadequate for 1,000 police officers, and clearly, CARICOM, we don't have the military or police capability to intervene. So I don't want to use the word invade, to intervene in a situation such as this. So clearly, we're going to have to continue to have talks with larger partners, I admit perhaps some more African states, some more the global north as well. We know there's reticence on Haiti to have America back into the picture, but probably Canada would be a partner they're willing to partner with to support the setup of democracy in Haiti. Then you will always have the support of the French. You will always have the support of the Americans, perhaps best served in a financial capacity and not actually direct operational or putting boots on the ground to further bolster the image that, this is not a pretextist notion.
So we have, as you indicated, we had the Prime Minister, former Prime Minister, Mr. Henry. He traveled to Kenya to get the support and to get security forces from Kenya to Haiti to assist. And based on an article that I read just yesterday, funding was given, and the funding is up to, at that point in time, it was 10.8 million. But the request has been made by Kenya in order for the security forces to come over up to, I think, $230 million in funding. What is your thought on this, and do you think that it would come into fruition based on what is being asked and what is actually there in terms of funding?
Okay, any mission that is authorized by the United Nations Security Council is expected to be supported by the voluntary contributions of the United Nations member states. It's up to the international community and the larger actors and persons who would have the available finances to support mission in Haiti. Obviously, $10 million is not going to nearly enough to address a situation where we have an internal civil war in a country that's moving into the brink of being a failed state. The money is very, very critical and very much needed to set up the provision of humanitarian aid, the restoration of democracy, the functioning of government, and to bring the situation under control. Also, another point is we have to look at the illicit flow of arms into the country. Arms are not manufactured in Haiti. Somehow they've been managed to make their way in there. There needs to be another funding around peace and security measures to prevent the flow of arms. And then also you're going to need to set up many processes. The interim government, that will need funding. The persons who are involved in that situation will need funding. And also this is going to be a case right for transitional justice measures. And at this point, it seems that it is an internal armed conflicts. The rules of international humanitarian law would apply. Persons who are acting in concert and violating international criminal law, they will need to stand trial, whether in a Haitian court or other country or the International Criminal Court if any place decides to seize itself the jurisdiction. So there are going to be lots of moving elements and pieces in restoring normalcy, democracy, and securing justice for persons who are being victims of mass atrocities. So there's going to be a massive capital inflow right there. Beyond that, we're looking at not just setting the situation down, but trying to build Haiti up as a sustainable, developing country as well, like other CARICOM member states. And I made the case for this, that Haiti is a population of 11 million persons. If they are functioning, other CARICOM states, St. Kitts and Nevis, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, we all stand to benefit. That's a larger market where we can put our goods and services and where our professionals can find work. So it's the economic case there for us to make the investment in trying to restore law and order. Or also, there's a peace and security angle for CARICOM states. As we already seen, the migration crisis has started in Haiti. In fact, I have family members who were previously residing in Haiti who are now refugees in New York. There's also the situation where there was Haitian migration to Barbados. Our countries that will be placing our countries under strain economically and financially, and also may cause some social disruption within the other CARICOM member states. So from that perspective, there is the case for us to provide finances ourselves and to continue to advocate for larger players in the international market to do everything it can to fund the multilateral support mission to Haiti.
What is your view on, we have the gang leader, the former police, Barbecue. Barbecue is saying that for it to be a Haitian solved issue, but Barbecue seemed to be very instrumental in perhaps being even considered to be a part of, at least from his point of view, through his actions, maybe looking to be a part of the solution. What are your views on him being a part of the solution at this point in time?
Precarious situation, but the reality points to the fact that the C9 gangs under the leadership of Jimmy Chiré Barbecue has de facto control over Haiti. This situation cannot be arrested unless Jimmy Chiré Barbecue is at the table and comes to an agreement to call off his gangs and to basically set up a structure where there's a ceasefire from his end. He seems to be extremely influential among Haitian persons, despite the crimes he had and the atrocities that are taking place under his de facto control. It has been largely touted that he is here to bring change to the Haitian people. He's done a number of interviews showcasing the poverty that poverty-stricken Haiti, and he's been saying that he sees himself as a person who's pushing for change, who wants to bring an end to poverty and improve the livelihoods of Haitians. He definitely needs to be included at the table, regardless of how we feel about him. This situation cannot go away unless we begin to find some peace process and a ceasefire on his part within this crisis.
So I know, excuse me, he's asking for amnesty for himself and the gang members once things settle down in Haiti. Do you think that persons who may go into help eventually will grant him that amnesty and, as you're rightfully saying, allow him to sit at the table and have a say in what happens to Haiti going forward? And I also would have seen articles that say, like, the varying governments are just coming for a little while. They help Haiti to settle down, and then they disappear. How long do you think international presence need to stay in Haiti in order for it to come back to a democratic capital? And yeah, that's it. I won't add any more to that.
It's so unstable. I don't want, and the Haitian people, and I speak for my family, do not want to see another pretext intervention in Haiti where things start in the green and move into the red. That being said, the situation is one where it needs persons who are competent and capable with governance. There's been an advisory committee set up comprising of former CARICOM leaders. This group definitely has a role to play in advisory capacity and monitoring capacity in the restoration of democracy and functional law and order in Haiti. As for the situation of amnesty, that's going to be a very tough negotiation. It's going to take a very long time. We know that many atrocities, particularly the sexual violence against women and girls, have occurred under the gang situation in Haiti. At this stage, it's going to take a long time for persons to come to see what you're really going to do with Jimmy Chiré Barbecue. I don't know. I don't have. There's no silver bullet answer for this. But what is going to need to be is a careful negotiation around how they're going to handle persons who have been involved in international criminal actions and violations of humanitarian law and human rights law. Possibly this discussion is best suited for a later stage. Right now, the focal point is to bring some kind of ceasefire and at least end violence in Haiti.
Yes. So let me. How is it, Barbados? The views of Barbadians. How are they viewing it? What has been the talk in Barbados as a result to what is happening in Haiti?
I think most Barbadians are aware of the situation and they recognize the fact that Haiti is a full member state of CARICOM and that Haitians are our brothers and sisters, and in this situation we must be our brothers' keepers. From the perspective of Barbadians, I think most Barbadians also do not want to see a situation that disrupts peace and security within Barbados, that in the form of mass migration to Barbados. That would be a situation where I don't think any CARICOM state has the international refugee framework in place to suitably deal with such a large influx of refugees or migrations from a war-torn society. In fact, this will be the first time we have such an experience, and nobody wants to see that.
Is there something in place should that happen? How will you accept Haitians that may be coming into Barbados seeking asylum? Will there be an interview process? Is there a quota on how many you will take into your island? Has there been talks about that?
I can't speak to that. I am not aware of, I haven't seen anything in the public stated about quotas or any frameworks that we are setting up specifically for Haiti. What I will say is that the Barbadian public does not want the situation to reach that level. And therefore fully behind all attempts and efforts to restore law and order and functioning democracy in Haiti and keep the persons of Haiti comfortable within their homeland so that they can build a thriving society that is stable and provides a platform for sustainable development of Haiti and for the improved livelihoods of all persons residing in Haiti.
We have seen here in St. Kitts and Nevis where we have Haitians entering the country illegally. Has there been a similar situation with that happening in Barbados that you are aware of?
The persons entering the country legally or illegally?
Illegally.
I am not fully aware of that situation of a large influx. I know earlier last year we began to have legal migration of Haitian persons to Barbados under program in Barbados, but it was so overwhelmed at that point the program had to be stopped.
Okay, so we're here speaking with Mr. Stefan Newton. Mr. Stefan Newton is a special envoy in the office of the president of the DLP, which is the Democratic Labour Party in Barbados, and the opposition political party in Barbados as well. Once a party in power, especially I think during my time at the University of the West Indies, that time 2010, 2013, and the DLP was in power then in Barbados.
Yes, the Democratic Labour Party formed the government of Barbados between 2008 to 2018.
It's a 10-year stretch.
Yes, a 10-year stretch.
So we want to say thank you for being a part of the program. We want to say thank you for giving your views and your insight as to what is occurring in Haiti and sharing with us your perspective on the situation.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Have a good.
Yes.
Have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Oh. Haiti, boy. I don't know. Barbecue said he didn't get that nickname from burning people, as people say he's doing. Barbecue clearly says he got that nickname because his mother was a street vendor who sold fried chicken. I was trying to understand the difference between fried chicken and barbecue chicken, but alrighty then. Yeah, but we can look at barbecue as many things. but he was a police officer that was dismissed, I think, because of crimes that he had committed. I see that. Yeah, I see that he was dismissed in 2018. I see that he has managed to get Minister Honorary to resign for the peace of the people, and I just hope that it can be peaceful from here on out. Whoever forces decide to take on this challenging matter of helping Haiti get back to Haiti, I hope he can work with them and they can work with him and he can behave and he can get all the gangs that he controlled to behave as well and they get back to being normal people, because there are other persons that are there that are not for Mr. Henry, but they are also not for the violence. They're also claiming that where they're getting the guns from. They're accusing the guns of coming from Miami. They're accusing the U.S. of not helping, or they're accusing the U.S. of helping and then going away and not seeing it through. But I just think proper governance is needed in that island or that country. It's been a country that's been in unrest from eons, from the days of slavery, and it continues. And it's sad where it's going, to see that people are being raped. There are 3,000 pregnant women, and they're not getting the care that they need. What kind of babies are going to be born? Those young children are going to wake up with nightmares. I see them handing out cutlasses to ladies and young boys, and this is crazy. Yeah, all of that is happening in Haiti. Freshly minted cutlasses are being handed out, so you know how sharp those things are, and people, I guess, are joining up for the fear of their lives, hoping for protection. And I don't know how you can be a revolutionist when you're cutting off supplies that people need in a country that's already in dire need of things. So I really don't know how he and his members are going to get amnesty. I wish them the best of luck. I'll continue to pray for Haiti. Yes. But I hope they get the help that they need soon, because people want to go, but they probably thinking twice about going. And the police force. And I also heard that the dead president, he was a friend of Mr. Barbecues, and because what the article basically said is that they equipped the gangs more than they equipped the police force. So the gang basically became like the army of Haiti. That's why he was such a big, that's why Barbecue had such a big push when President Moise died, because he and President Moise was in some kind of a mix. But they say since Aristide, the man that they ousted in 2004, he too had allegiance with the gang to protect the country. So when you're going to enforce a gang or a revolutionist, as some people want to call them, and not enforce your own police force, what message are you sending? And then you want help when you don't control what you should control in your country. And it's sad that Haiti has to go through this. I mean well for Haiti, folks. I really mean well, but some form of control has to happen down there, some form of settlement, some form of understanding. The people has to see that this has to stop, because they're killing their nation, the future of their nation. Because I wouldn't want anybody to just go there and just decide to just clean out Haiti. That would be very, very bad.
Yeah. As we wind down, we thank all those persons who listen, those persons who call. We thank those persons who were part of the various segments that we had this morning. Indeed, we continue to bring to you current issues and to have discussions of importance, national importance, regional, international, And so, same time, same place. See you tomorrow, Island Tea.